Alright, we are doing deep cover. Delivering Devils is the other part of the UC questline. Deep cover will bring you to where you need to go for this. So we're going to start deep cover first.
Welcome aboard the UC Vigilance. Did you have any questions before I escort you to the commander?
Hopefully you're all doing good. Please remember to hit the like and subscribe button. Leave me a comment as well. Let's see. Before I meet the commander, is there anything I should know?
Listen to him carefully. The commander's a one-and-done kind of officer. In other words, he hates to repeat himself. Other than that, just observe standard military decorum, and it should keep you from serving any time on the ship's cleaning detail.
Eager to get started.
Understood? If you'd follow me, please. So, you're the vanguard that took down that
buzzing sound from everything is... Ugh.
You've made quite an impression around here. Everyone upstairs is talking about it.
Ikande's on level 2.
That must have been one hell of a firefight. I almost regret missing out on all the fun. Of course, we don't normally see that kind of action on the Vigilance, but we have our moments. All right, Vanguard. Take the lift up to Ops. Commander Ikande should be waiting for you. Good luck.
Pardon.
They're not even gonna let me explore the ship.
I doubt very much we can survive at this low of a temperature.
Yo,
Okay, hello.
this is huge.
Can we try and focus on the matter at hand, please?
You just keep moving your head around and swaying your body, and maybe we will.
Ah, there you are. Commander Kibwe Ikande, UC SysDev. Glad to have you aboard. I was beginning to think you were having second thoughts about Commander Tuala's offer.
Still don't understand why I'm here.
Yes, I know. I was intentionally vague when I advised Mast of my needs. But rest assured, I'll answer all your questions in due time. So, now that you're part of the team, allow me to introduce you to your new home. This is the Operations Center of the UC Vigilance, SysDev's nerve center dedicated to the destruction of the Crimson Fleet.
You're gonna need more than one ship to eliminate an entire fleet.
Which is precisely why we're taking a more clandestine approach. We need eyes and ears inside the Crimson Fleet. Someone who can feed us information, evidence, and expose their weaknesses. The catch is that you can't just knock on their front door and ask for an application. Getting inside is going to take some finesse.
Takes more than finesse to catch the attention of a pirate.
It certainly does. So listen up. Our intelligence has managed to find a possible opening into the Crimson Fleet through Saoirse Bowden, one of their contacts. She works for the Trade Authority in Sidonia, so you'll be using a container of Aurora we've loaded on your ship to get her attention.
She can probably sniff out a narc from a sector away.
That's right. So it'll be your job to convince this person that you're the real deal. Once you bluff your way into the Crimson Fleet, then the operation proceeds to evidence gathering. That's where my second-in-command, Lieutenant Gillian Toft, comes into the picture. She'll explain everything you need to know.
You must have quite a bit of confidence in my abilities.
If I didn't have confidence in your abilities, I would have told Commander Tuala to send someone else. Remember, this entire operation rests on your ability to infiltrate the Crimson Fleet and bring us the evidence we need to take them down.
I'll do my best.
I wouldn't expect any less. Look, before you begin, I want to make something perfectly clear. As an undercover operative for UC SysDev, you'll be expected to follow our code of conduct and ethics. Allow yourself to stray too far off the path, and you stand
maybe.
a good chance of spiraling out of control.
I can stay the course.
That's what
which
I
is a
wanted to
bold-faced
hear.
lie.
Anyway, it's time to hand you over to Lieutenant Toft. She'll brief you about the details of the evidence-gathering portion of the operation. Now, get out of here, and good luck.
How will I maintain contact with you?
That's easy to answer. You don't.
Oh, okay.
We'll be monitoring your activities from the Vigilance and attempting to keep it within your vicinity. When you feel you've gathered enough evidence, and at the completion of your assignments, head back here for a debrief. Beyond that, you're completely on your own.
Okay.
You have your
We should have
orders.
a talk. When you have the time, of course. Yes? Thanks for taking the time to talk. I wanted to ask you about the artifact you found on Vectera. When you pulled it from the rock, held it in your hands for the first...
Vision, heard sounds of music, difficult to describe.
No, I don't think you understand. I know about the visions, the light, and the music. How did you feel inside? What were your thoughts?
That I was tripping balls. Being like instantaneously pulled across the entire galaxy.
Oh my goodness. That must have been terrifying. When it comes to the artifacts, it never ceases to amaze me how the science, well, simply fails.
Why didn't you bring this up back at the lodge?
Honestly, I wasn't sure how you'd react. Some people would consider what you went through a deeply personal experience.
I have no problem being open about these things.
Good. We need all the help we can get. The artifacts are so different, so alien, and I'm certain one of them reached out and spoke to you. Quite the mystery.
Definitely felt like it was trying to communicate.
Agreed. Unfortunately, there's no way that I know of to reply. And believe me, I've been trying to gather data on the damn things for years.
Perhaps you're not getting enough support from your colleagues.
No, that's not it at all. Solving a mystery like this, it's an explorer's dream. Believe me, they're all as driven as I am to find an answer.
You sure about that? Then we'll get to the bottom of this mystery together.
I knew I picked the right person for the job. Look, I wanted to thank you for taking the time to talk, and for keeping an open mind. And I also wanted to say, well, I'm pleased we're on this journey together. It's the best decision I've made in quite a long time.
Really? Alright, Jillian, what do you
All
got?
right, we don't have a lot of time, so I need you to listen up. While you're working undercover, it's imperative that you gather as much evidence as possible. If you find any records that look suspicious or incriminating, you bring it to me. Is that understood?
That's if I'm accepted into the Crimson
You
Fleet.
better make it, because Commander Akande cashed in all his chips to get this operation off the ground. I want data slates,
Yo.
computer downloads, handwritten notes. Hell, I'll take anything if it'll get those bastards thrown into the brig.
all of his chips, huh? If there's incriminating data out there, I'll find it.
For the sake of the settled systems, I hope you're right. That minor skirmish you had with them on Vectera was nothing compared to the death and destruction those pirates leave behind. If you've seen what I've seen, you'd understand why I'm pushing you so hard.
Believe me, I've seen my share of heck.
Yes, of course. I'm sorry if I brought up any painful memories.
Well, you did.
Oh, one last thing. A bit of good news, actually. Commander Akande has authorized a credit disbursement for each piece of evidence that you return, as compensation for your efforts.
Ooh, credits. Now you're speaking my language.
Commander Akande came up with the idea. He was concerned you might not help us simply because it was the right thing to do. All right. We've loaded a container of
So he
Aurora
already
into your
knows
ship's cargo hold.
about me, okay.
We're also providing you with a sample you can use to tease the goods. We've cleared your ship for launch. Proceed to Sidonia. Make contact with Saoirse Bowden. And with any luck, she'll point you to the Crimson Fleet. That should do it. You're dismissed.
Ma'am? You feel like discussing your personal experience with the Crimson Fleet?
Not really, no. I've learned to keep my personal experiences separate from the job.
I'll respect it.
Don't get me wrong. I appreciate that you care. It's just that I don't feel like now's an appropriate time to be discussing these things.
Oh, so you
Let's just
mean later?
stick to the job at hand and concentrate on the mission.
Okay.
But,
What if I get caught with the container of Aurora in my cargo hold?
don't worry, the container's been registered with UC Security, so you shouldn't have any trouble. Even if you're scanned. Of course, if we find out you tried to sell it to someone outside the boundaries of this particular operation, well, I don't think I need to tell you the consequences of making that mistake.
Okay,
Let
bye.
me know if you need anything else.
We'll discuss this stuff later.
Howdy. Yes?
Okay, hello.
Off right away, or do you need a little bit of time?
I keep forgetting to pick the cockpit option because, to be honest with you, even though I like this ship, I hate its layout.
I'm up for a little adventure.
Okay, you guys gotta
I
move.
think for my next job, I'll be
Move,
something
move,
low-key,
move,
like a waitress.
move. Good lord,
Or-
move!
Your ship is way bigger. Dad.
What's funny is I'm going to be going to talk to the Crimson Fleet in a Freestar Ranger outfit.
Pressure normalizing.
So we're going to Sidonia. And if I do this one, also Sidonia.
Undocking complete.
Welcome to UC UC space. Maintain your current course while we scan your ship's cargo. And we're done. Enjoy.
I have something for you when you have a moment.
What do you got?
Here, I have something for you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I picked it up on one of our latest planetary expeditions. I'm just pleased I get to check back with me from time to time.
A flower. Okay, thank you. So we're going to try to find the dude to check out the sample first, then we will do Crimson Fleet.
Always nice to kick back in the broken sea around.
We got lots of stuff. Just ask. Yo, hey, what's up? You looking to do some shopping here at the Trade Authority? I'm Manaki. Feel free to ask me anything and I'll do my best to help you out.
What's the strangest thing you've seen come through here?
Yo! This dude came in once trying to sell this whack-looking fish or something. It was still alive. He had it in this big plastic bag full of water and everything. Good size, too. I was trying to tell him I didn't know if we took in things like that, but then my boss came over and told me we absolutely did. And I had to process the sale and store the thing. Man, what a pain in the ass that was. Even weirder, someone came in and bought it like right away. The hell's that about, right?
Looking to make a trade.
Cool. That's what we do here. Sounds like a plan. I can also take stuff off.
I think that's it.
Come back anytime.
Oktai Embayer.
Invoices can be collected from the... Oh. Not here for a delivery, are you?
No. Captain Ron Vanguard. I need Percival Walker's help investigating a troubling discovery.
No. Well, I do wish I could help you, Captain, but Dr. Walker has been missing for some time.
A shame, too. We had such high hopes for Percival.
I brought him on myself to do medical and biological consulting around the city. Not the sort of work the Trade Authority traditionally does. But we thought it had the potential to become a whole new type of revenue stream for our branch. I invested no small amount of personal capital into the endeavor. But then he decided to run off after a discipline issue. I presume the miners have him hidden somewhere. Plenty of cracks on this old rock. But at this point, it's probably for the best.
You don't sound particularly interested in finding him.
That's correct. We're no longer interested in Dr. Walker's services. He did leave his post, however, with a sizable debt to his name. If you were to find him and get him to pay, the Trade Authority would be most grateful for it.
Oh, I loathe the Trade Authority. Is it absolutely necessary that we have to help them?
I'll see what I can do. Just tell me where he was last seen.
Oh, I can't believe you're helping them. What a stupid waste of time.
Wonderful. I suggest paying a visit to the Sixth Circle, what I suppose is technically a bar on the lowest level of the city. If anyone knows where Percival is, the miscreants there would. But I would urge caution. They're not a group known for their hospitality.
Citizens are advised to take caution near the military outpost on the city's outskirts due to frequent live-fire exercises. It is also
This is murder! You're on your own!
Oops. Hey, since we're close to the door, I gotta do something quick.
You're back. I've been doing a lot of work lately. Resting my up. Yeah, you would like that, wouldn't you?
I'll get back to what I was doing.
Yes, I would.
You know where to find me.
Let's see how her attitude is. I'll try not to throw a grenade this time by accident.
The community center on P1 is complete.
Hey, you looking for anything in particular?
I'm gonna sell everything
Yo,
again.
hey,
I'll bring it back when it's done.
Red and orange, everything's...
Invoices can be collected. Oh.
Can start to
Do
worm.
you know? Ashamed. Not the sort of... I invested no But then... I presume them. But at this point... That's correct. We're no longer... He did leave... Wonderful. I suggest pay... If anyone knows where
If you're here to buy or sell, you might want to talk to Octai. I'm busy.
Looking to unload some sensitive shit.
And by sensitive, I'm guessing you mean something you don't want UC security sticking their noses into. I can probably help you with that. What have you got for me?
Take a look of this sample.
Aurora, huh? Nice. A little too hot to handle, though. What else you got?
You can't handle it, point me to who can.
All I'm going to point at is the ceiling, with my middle finger. Get that stuff out of here before UC security catches on. Of course, if there's a finder's fee you're offering, I might, well, bend the rules a little bit. You know, it's funny. Suddenly, I do remember someone who might be able to unload that stuff for you. There's a buddy of mine who runs with the Crimson Fleet. Goes by the name Adler Kemp. If he isn't passed out, you can find him killing the rest of his brain cells at the Broken Spear. Oh, and it's been a pleasure doing business with you.
Thanks. Glad I could do that for you.